Austin here, Tallahassee, Florida at Tommy T's Mighty Lube on Christmas Day weekend. So we're going to talk about Hyperpro shocks today. And what we have here are two Hyperpro spring kits from HyperProUSA.com, and they're meant for a 2006 GS Adventure, and they're for to lower at 30 millimeters. So I don't know much about the shocks, but I know that they seem to be a pretty reputable brand. And ordered them, took them about 3 weeks to get here. They come with these directions and stickers and all kinds of good stuff that we're not going to use, because we're going to show you guys that you don't really need to be a master tech mechanic to work on your BMW bike. So the tools you are going to need is one 3/8" ratchet. You're going to need a 15 millimeter wrench. You're going to need a T50 Torx bit. You're going to need a 45 Torx bit. And you're going to need a 15 millimeter socket. Also, it would be nice to have some sort of penetrating lube as well. So, getting started. We got our GS Adventure right here. I'm going to start by taking off the seats. You don't need those. Now what we have is we have access to the top bolt, which you're going to use your T50 and your 15 millimeter wrench right here. So the first thing we're going to do is, we're going to take off the rear tire. So we're going to grab our ratchet and our 50 millimeter Torx bit. They shouldn't be on too tight. And we're taking the tire off to get access to the back side of the exhaust, because we're going to have to take the exhaust off as well. Alright, so the last bolt there. Pop the tire off. Don't need this anymore, so get it out of the way. And now we have access to the exhaust coupling right here, along with the lower shock bolts. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this penetrating lube. I'm going to spray a little bit around there, and hopefully it'll loosen that up pretty good. While we're letting that set in, we're going to take off this top piece for the muffler, which is a T45. And this shouldn't be too tight. Got that off. Take it off. Down here. We're going to get this 15 millimeter socket. Stick it on our ratchet. And that lube really helped it out. Just loosen this coupling until it's sliding and it's pretty loose on there. A little bit looser. So then we're just gonna wiggle it a little bit. Pop it right off. So you got this out of the way. Then what we're going to do is, you got access to the upper and the lower shock bolt. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the lower shock bolt, which is a T50. And you want to take off the lower one first, because it's just going to fall right out. It's going to be kind of hard to work on. So there's probably going to be some Loctite on this, and you need to be prepared to put a little bit of strength in it, but once you get it, it should come out kind of nice. It's just thread it right through. this, you can just jiggle it a little bit and take it out with your finger. Yeah, a little bit of Loctite on there. So you got that same T50. You're going to grab your 15 millimeter socket, place it on this back right here. Then you're going to put the 50 right there on the other side of that shock. So so you got it all loose. Don't lose your nut. This shock just fall right out. And there you have it. Removing the rear shock on 2006 GS Adventure. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this over to our strut compressor and we're going to replace the shock.